good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers beating the New York Knicks 116 to 107. The Knicks go to 19-8, and they're now 13-2 at home. They was at home in this game, and they had a fantastic home record, but now it's a little blemished up. And then the Sixers getting a much needed win. 15-11 is their record, and they're 7-4 on the road. Both teams 29-29 by the end of the first quarter, and then New York finished the half winning by 2 because they won the second quarter 30-28. Then Philly won the third quarter 31-28 to keep the game competitive and close. And then they won the fourth quarter 28-20 to win the game by 9. Paul George played 33 minutes, and sometimes you couldn't tell he was out there. But he ended up finishing with 7 points. He was the only guy to not get in double figures in the starting lineup and scoring for the Philadelphia 76ers because he went 2 of 10 from the field and finished with 7 points. He was just taking some forced shots, and it really wasn't working for him. He also got some good looks, too. But he went 1 of 6 also from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He got 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal, 3 personal fouls, and he was a plus 16 and plus minus. He's just so long and so tall that if he creates any type of space, he feels like it's always a good shot and a good look, even if it's going to the basket. But you still got to put it in there. You got to do it efficiently, unless you can hurt your team, especially with what New York can do with Mitchell Robinson and guys like Towns. Dominic Barlow, 18 minutes for him, 11 points. He was 5 of 7 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds and an assist with the block. His 4 rebounds was all offensive, by the way, and he also had 3 personal fouls and was a plus 7 and plus minus. As long as he's giving you double figures in points and doing it efficiently, you're happy because he's out there to be a role player and be a support type of player, and he was able to get the good quality looks, and that actually just makes your offense click a lot better. Andre Drummond was hoping because he went 3 or 4 from 3. They was wide open. They basically was saying you can have it, and he was able to hurt them because of that. 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 of 7 from the field, 14 points, 13 boards, a double-double in 32 minutes. He also had an assist and a turnover and a block, 2 offensive rebounds and 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 9 in plus minus. Tyrese Maxey was basically hard for them to stay in front of and guard no matter who they put on him. He was able to score. In 38 minutes, he had 30, which he's averaging about that. And he went 11 of 24 from the field. He actually took the most shots on the team tonight, which he should because he is the best offensive player. He also went 6 of 12 from 3. Some was open, some was tough. He didn't care. He also made layups and floaters and everything that he usually does, while also getting 9 assists. He was able to collapse the defense, allow them to make a quick pass to his teammates to get them a shot that they was confident in enough to be able to shoot it or score it. 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 4 personal fouls for him in the plus 7 and plus minus. And then BJ Edgecombe was really good. Even in the fourth quarter, he finished with 23 points. He had the jump shot going. He had the 3-point shot going, had the drives going. He was getting touched up a little bit in that paint, and he was looking at like, I didn't even shoot 1 free throw. And every time I was going to the paint, I was getting touched. Well, it didn't work out. He got to earn them calls a little bit more, I guess. But since they won, I guess it ain't that big of a deal. It would have been probably if they lost, but 23 points is a really good outing for them. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 13 and plus minus. I think we can all agree that VJ Edgecombe has translated to the NBA better than a lot of people thought that he would. Not saying I thought he was going to suck, but for him to be a starter and being able to shoot and being able to attack the paint for passes or scores, there's not much he can't really do as a young player in the NBA. Jabari Walker, 14 minutes, 3 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. That's how he got his 3 points. 1 rebound, 1 block, 1 personal foul in the minus 6 and plus minus. You happy with whatever they give you off the bench, and the best part about the bench was they all was able to score and get a rebound, and then the starters was able to get all got a rebound or more and an assist or more, so you also have to be happy with that. And they all impacted the stats defensively too, whether it was a steal or a block for the starters, and so did basically the bench. Besides Jared McCain, who had the most points with 12 in 21 minutes, which was the most minutes off the bench. He went for a 10 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, and 3 or 3 from the free throw line. He also had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a -1 and plus minus. Justin Edwards, 14 minutes, 8 points, 2 or 4 from the field. It was all threes, and also went 2 or 2 from the free throw line. Had a rebound and 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. Bona, 15 minutes, 3 points, 1 or 1 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. He made his only shot. He would have had more if he would have made his free throw. And of course, he always brings some rugged, rigid type of defense. He's going to be physical. He's going to go after your shot, and it ended up working for his blocks tonight. And Quentin Grimes, he usually has better offensive games. He went 1 of 4 from the field because he shot a bunch of threes and only made 1 of them. And then he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so he finished with 5 points in 18 minutes. He also had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal in the block, and a personal foul, and was a -4 and plus minus. Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry was worth a mention, but they didn't play even though they was healthy. 40 of 88, 45% from the field as a team. 17 of 41, 41% from 3. That's really good to see because they also went 19 of 21, 90% from the free throw line. They had 36 rebounds, 21 assists, 10 turnovers, 7 steals, 8 blocks, 10 offensive rebounds, and 24 personal fouls. While the Knicks was in this game, and it seemed like they was going to be able to win it at home, but then they just went cold, and then they also didn't have enough punch in them. OG Anunoby had found his ways of getting good open looks. He just went 1 of 9 from the field in this one and finished with 2 points. You wouldn't believe it, but it's true. 32 minutes, 0 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -11 and plus minus. They all did get an assist or more, and they all did get a rebound or more as the starters. But OG played a really bad game, and so did Josh Hart, and that was a huge reason why they lost this one because even Jalen Brunson didn't shoot the ball that good either. Towns, 35 minutes, 22 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He had a double-double with 11 boards. He kept scoring close and near the rim, made some twos, missed majority of his threes. He also had an assist and 3 turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls. It was a -7 and plus minus, but you're still happy the fact that he was able to do those things, which is score and rebound at a high level. They needed as much as they could get because the Sixers was really hurting them a lot offensively, and you just needed somebody to score and step up to keep it close enough to where they can possibly win it, and that's all you can try to do. Josh Hart, 34 minutes, he had 5 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -12 and plus minus. He didn't really have anything going offensively for himself, and it sucked because they needed him to do more, especially with OG having a bad night too. But by him getting 10 rebounds and an assist, he showed that he can still help them out some ways. Mikal had the mid-range and the 3 going. He played 37 minutes, which was tied for the most with Jalen Brunson. He had 21 points. He went 9 of 16 from the field and 3 of 7 from 3. He also had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds, and 2 personal fouls, and was a -10 and plus minus. I mean, if he gets 20, you're really good, and you're really happy with that, and he was able to do that. And they needed him too because somebody had to score besides Towns and Brunson in that starting lineup, and he ended up being that guy for them in this game. And then Jalen Brunson played 37 minutes, like I said, and he played and got 22 points and ended up having the same amount as Towns, so he tied them with that for game high for the Knicks. And then he also went 7 of 22 from the field, took the most shots on the team. Didn't do a real good job of scoring them or taking good looks. For some of the game, he also went 1 of 7 from 3, but he was able to score a lot of points at the free throw line, going 7 of 8 there. He also had 9 assists with 0 turnovers. That was a real good way to offset the points that he missed out on. And he also had 6 boards, 3 offensive out of that with 3 personal fouls, and was a -11 and plus minus. Yabusele splashed a wide open three, and he finished with 3 points in 4 minutes. He also had 1 assist and was a +5 and plus minus. Muhammad had 3 minutes played, and he missed his only shot, which was a three. Then he finished as a -5 and plus minus. And then Mitchell Robinson was huge for them off the bench. 26 minutes, had 21 points and 16 rebounds. He has mastered using that body and that size to get a lot of rebounds. He went 7 of 8 from the field, all deep paint finishes. And he also went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. That's something you don't see every day. And he had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. And Jordan Clarkson, 16 minutes, he had 9 points. He's out there to score, and that he was able to do at an efficient level also. 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and all his rebounds was offensive with 2 personal fouls, and he was a 0 and plus minus. And then Tyler Kolek, he ended up having 2 points and was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 5 personal fouls. He was the only guy that got that many, and he was a +4 and plus minus. But it's hard to guard the players that the Sixers have because they're just so fast, so quick, or they're just tall and physical. Other than that, 39 of 88, 44% from the field. They didn't shoot that much worse than the Knicks. Well, the Knicks didn't shoot that much worse than the Philadelphia 76ers. They both shot the same amount of shots, which was 88. They just made 1 shot less than the Sixers. 8 of 32, 25% from three. The Knicks ended up shooting 9 less threes, and they made it at a worse percentage because they went 17 to 41, 41% from three, like I said, the Sixers did, and they went 8 of 32, 25%. Then 21 to 25, 84% from the free throw line. They shot 4 more free throws than the Sixers, but they made it at a worse percentage. And then 57 rebounds, they beat them down when it had 11 more rebounds compared to the Sixers, but it didn't matter because they shot a better percentage from three and from the free throw line. They also had 5 more assists than the Sixers, 26 to 21, 18 turnovers to 10 of the Sixers. That was really good of the Sixers taking care of the ball and not giving the Knicks too many chances to score easy opportunities by turning it over. They also had 3 steals while the Sixers had 7. They had 3 blocks while the Sixers had 8. And then 21 offensive rebounds, which was 11 more than the Sixers. And then they had 10 more defensive rebounds compared to the 26 of the Sixers. They had 36. And then they also had 21 personal fouls while the Sixers committed 24. Man, was this a show. Both teams did a good job of trying to find a way to create their own shots and get to the comfort zone spots. And it worked for both teams throughout this game, but it was also some situations where they missed them. And that's how it's going to be, and that's how it happens. That's what makes the game so fun and something so enjoyable to watch, is because this was a fast-paced, up-and-down type of game for the Sixers. They found their shots early sometimes, and they made their plays early sometimes too. And they just kept the Knicks off balance a little bit defensively, but the Knicks was able to beat them up in the paint with their strength and their size, and they was also able to knock down jump shots too. It just wasn't enough to control and contain the Sixers for getting the hustle plays and getting better looks, especially in the fourth quarter. And that was a big difference of why they won and why the Knicks ended up losing. Sometimes shot selection and shot creation can be the biggest thing in a matchup, and it ended up favoring and ended up going well for the Sixers, and they was able to pull this out with the win. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation video just like this, but about various NBA only topics, and also basketball ones too. Also do have to say, I do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock drafts and draft coverage too. Not only that, I also try to make videos every single day throughout the day to give y'all something to watch and look forward to when it comes to basketball NBA content. Not only that, I also have over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy, and it's all for free. Not only that, thanks for checking out the video, thanks for subscribing, thanks for staying subscribed, thanks for showing love and respect and appreciating the content for what it is. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up, y'all stay good, peace, and I'll see y'all hopefully later today with more analysis.